Mr. Romero?
You can have me contact her.
Mr. Romero. We'll be with you in just 2 minutes,
Who's gone?
okay?
Everybody's gone?
No problem.
Thank you.
Says she has to make it to West Palm Beach, please.
Yes, I am. Hello.
Your Honor.
All right, let's call our first case, Samar Elliman. Samar Elliman, please. Okay. All right. If you could raise your right hand, Madam Interpreter. Do you, not you, do you swear and or affirm to translate from English, it's to Arabic?
Yes.
And Arabic to English to the best of your ability.
I will, Your Honor.
All right, put your hand down, and if you could state your first and last name and spell your last name.
Miriam O'Hagan, O''Hagan.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a tendency to talk too long sometimes, so if you put your hand up, we'll stop and
Very well,
let you finish translating, okay?
very well.
All right. All right, are you Miss Samar Abbas Elamin?
هل أنت مس سمار عباس ألامين؟ Yes,
You know what, you might need a piece of paper or something.
I have it, Your
You
Honor.
do? Okay. Ma'am, you're charged with 1 count
أنت متهومة بوحدة شغلة واحدة count.
of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon,
عندك اعتداء مع استعمال سلاح قاتل،
domestic violence,
ظلم منزلي،
and 1 count of touch or strike battery,
وأيضا أنك ضربتي ضرب شديد،
domestic violence.
ظلم منزلي.
We need to talk about bond.
لازم نتكلم علشان نعمل كفالة أو ضمان.
It's my understanding, Your Honor.
You have to interpret what he says.
It's my understanding, Your Honor,
أيوة هيدي أنا عم بفهم أيها القاضي
that Ms. Elaman may be in the process of retaining private counsel.
إنك أنت على هلأ نية رح تاخدي محامي، رح تعيني محامي لنفسك. She's speaking, Your Honor, but I am not hearing her audio. I'm not being able to hear her.
Mr. Romero, the interpreter is saying he cannot hear your client.
Okay, I put on the microphone.
Ask her to repeat what she said, please.
أرجوك إنك تكرري الكلام التي أنت سابقا تكلمتي فيه.
What's the matter, Mr. Romero? Anything?
Excuse me, I'm sorry?
No, I just saw you like huffed, and I didn't know if maybe you didn't want your client to say something.
No.
Okay,
Disregard.
okay. Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
شو قلتي سابقا مدام؟
أنا باكل آتي عندي التاك بتاع 1 year every 1 year me and my husband مع بعض إحنا مع بعض.
Our taxes we always file them jointly.
Yes,
Marriage.
Like she's gonna talk about the facts of the case. Hold on, ma'am.
Yes,
على
please,
مهلك وقفي شوي.
please do not discuss the facts of the case. The question was, are you hiring a private attorney?
أرجوك إنك ما تتكلمي على موضوع القضية يلي بالقضية، ولكن السؤال هو هل سوف تعيني محامي خصوصي لك؟
أنا أعين محامي خصوصا لي أنا على أساس إنه أنا بريئة من كل التهم على
Yes, I will hire counsel because he is accusing me, everything he's accusing me of is wrong.
Okay, hold on a second. Ma'am, do you want to, have you hired an attorney at this point?
هل أنت عينتي محامي دلوقتي أو لا؟
أنا ما عارفة أنا عشان بنطق اللغة العربية بسيطة على أساس إنه ما لاقي لي مساعدة فأنا المساعدة اللي أنا طلبتها على أساس إنه أشوف لي مترجم يترجم لي أنا بقول بشنو وأفهم والحاصل على شنو لأنه أنا ما فاهمة أي حاجة.
To be honest, Your Honor, I don't know where to go from here. My English language is very limited, and all I asked for was an interpreter so I could present my case.
Okay. Let's start, and I'm gonna tell Ms. Elamine a few things. You can translate what I say.
هلأ نية القاضي سوف تقول لك بعض الأشياء.
Ma'am, you're in,
حاضر, I am ready.
okay. You are in first appearance magistrate court.
هلأ أنت هيدي أول مرة تقدمي أمام المحكمة.
Today we informed you of the charges.
اليوم بس نحن بنقلك على التهم اللي أنت متهومة بها.
And we're gonna make a determination if there's probable cause.
وهلأ هي اللي المحكمة اللي بتقرر إذا كان في شيء ضروري إنه ينحكم أو ينقضى عليه.
Today is not your trial day.
اليوم مش اليوم المحكمة.
Do not talk about the facts of the case.
لا تتكلمي على القضايا أو على المشروع أو التي حصل بالقضية تبعك. لا تتكلمي أي شيء.
ما أتكلم مع أي زول يعني إلى المحامي بتاعي.
Only if I have an attorney do I discuss the case.
Today is not her trial day.
اليوم مش يوم المحكمة.
Everything is being recorded.
كل شيء هلأ نية محطوط مسجل وكل شيء مكتوب، كل شيء تكلمنا فيه.
She has the right to remain silent.
معك حق إنك أنت ما تتكلمي أي كلمة اليوم.
You have a right to an attorney.
أوكي، عندك حق إنك تعيني محامي.
Today, while you're in jail for this hearing,
هلأ نية لما أنت هلأ محطوطة تحت القبض فيك تعيني محامي.
normally she has to fill out an application.
لازم تعبي ورقة خصوصية لحتى تطلبي محامي.
I don't know if she's going to be able. Hold on, ma'am. Wait till. I want her to wait till I'm finished talking.
هي القاضية بتريدك إنك ما تتكلمي لحتى هي تخلص الكلام.
Be assured, ma'am, I will give you an opportunity to speak.
وبعدين هي بتعطيكي فرصة إنك تتكلمي.
You have a right to an attorney today.
معاكي حق إنه يكون معك محامي اليوم.
We have Mr. Romero at the main jail.
عنا أستاذ روميرو بالحبس الموجود.
And Mr. Reedy here in the courtroom with me.
وأيضاً عندي حد تاني هون بالمحكمة.
And I can appoint them for purposes of today.
هو فيه يعين، هي فيها تعينه إلك اليوم.
And you can hire a private attorney later on if you can't afford one.
وفيك تعيني.
Afford one, I'm sorry.
Your Honor.
She can hire an attorney later if she can afford one.
وفيك تعيني غير محامي إذا أنت فيك معك الفلوس والمصاري إنك تعيني حدا خصوصي غير اللي حكيت عليهم اليوم.
So these are her options. She can use the public defender today.
اليوم فيك تستخدمي محامي الدفاع اللي موجود بالمحكمة. Yes, okay.
Okay, Mr. Romero.
Yeah, I have some conversation with her already about that.
All right, so the court's going to find. You can
May I
say that.
interpret?
Yes.
Yeah, هو المحامي already حكى معاكي عدة أشياء بالنسبة للقضية بتاعك، مزبوط؟ Yes.
All right, any objection to probable cause?
No, Your Honor.
في عنا عم بده يسأل إذا في probable cause، إذا في سبب معقول.
The court does
But I would
find-
point, oh, I'm sorry, Judge, go ahead.
The court does find probable cause.
I would point out, Judge,
If you can interpret that, ma'am.
Yes, ولكن أنا بدي أقول في نقطة.
Okay?
I would point out, Your Honor,
يوجد نقطة خصوصية رح أدل
that the victim in the case refused to provide a sworn tape statement.
إنه أيضاً اللي مدعي هو رفض إنه يعمل حلفان، يعمل شغلة يكتب على القضية اللي حصل بيناتكم.
And likewise, their son, Ahmed, also refused to provide a sworn tape statement.
وأيضاً ابنك أحمد رفض إنه يكتب أشياء أو يعطي مغلف حلفان.
Okay, court, ma'am, don't talk.
لا تحكي، القاضي عم تقول لا تحكي.
All right, so state, what are you asking for as far as bond?
شو عم يسألوا بالنسبة لكفالة أو ضمان؟ عم تسأل الدولة
And any special conditions,
أو أي شيء special.
and then we'll hear from the defense.
وبعدين بدنا نسمع من الدفاع، محامي الدفاع.
Based on the level of violence
بالنسبة للعنف اللي حصل،
Your Honor, and
is it for me?
that this allegedly occurred in front of both parties' 13-year-old son,
وهالشي حصل قدام الاثنين، قدام جوزك وأيضاً ابنك اللي عمره 13 سنة.
I'm requesting a $5,000 bond on count one,
هو الدولة عم تطلب $5,000 على أول شغلة،
$1,500 bond on count two,
وأيضا 1500 على نمرة 2.
No victim contact.
ما لازم تكوني باتصال مع المدعي،
No possession of any firearms, weapons, ammunition.
وما لازم يكون معك أي حاجة ضرب أو فرد أو سكينة أو أي شيء سلاح.
See alleged victim's initials again?
IN.
Hey, ma'am, you're to have no victim contact, direct or indirect,
أوكي، ما لازم يكون عندك أي اتصال مع جوزك
with the alleged victim in this case.
بهالقضية هي.
That means no contact in person,
ما لازم تكوني معه وجها لوجه،
no calling, texting, writing,
ولا تليفون ولا كتابيا.
nothing on social media or through third parties.
ما لازم يكون كمان على السوشيال ميديا ولا من حق شخص آخر أو شخص ثالث تعينيه لحتى تحكي معه. ما عندك أي اتصال معه.
Okay, unless I hear different, I'm not going to allow her to return to the residence as well without prejudice to be heard before Judge Cohen.
أوكي، وهي ما رح تسمح لك إنك تروحي ترجعي على بيتك إلا إذا هي سمعت من القاضي اسمه قاضي المحترم كوين.
Did I say no possession of firearms, ammunition, or weapons?
Don't think you got to that yet, Judge.
No possession of any firearms, ammunition, or weapons?
Yes, she did. Yes. ما لازم يكون معك سلاح أو سكين أو أي شيء لحتى يعني سلاح قاتل.
And when you're released, if you do have any, possession of any,
وإذا معك أي سلاح لما بتطلعي
you to immediately surrender them to your local police department.
لازم دغري تسلميهم للشرطة.
You understand, ma'am?
عم تفهمي؟ Shook her head, yes.
Okay, you have to say yes or no. Okay.
لازم تقولي yes.
Defense?
Judge, my understanding, this is her first contact with the criminal justice system.
إنه هيدي أول مرة أنت عندك هالمشاكل هيدي بالمحاكم.
وياها من 15 years. من 15 years في اليونايتد ستيتس ما عملت أي حاجة.
I've been here in the United States for 15 years. I have never been charged with anything.
Ma'am, Judge, she is 32 years old. That's exactly what she told me. She's been residing here for the past 15 years.
وأنت عمرك 32 سنة وصلك عايشة هون 15 سنة.
Right now, she lives in Pembroke Pines with her husband and her children.
وهلأ نية أنت ساكنة ببيمبروك باينز مع جوزك والعيال الأولاد.
The information I was able to ascertain from Ms. Elliman, I believe she's not working. She's a stay-at-home mom and wife.
وهو كمان عم بيقول إنك أنت بس كامرأة كزوجة وأنت بتقعدي بالبيت وبتشتغلي بالبيت بالمنزل.
She is a U.S. citizen.
وأنت أيضا معاكي ال US citizen، عندك ال citizenship الهوية.
I believe there's, in speaking Ms. Elliman, I believe there are sides to this story, Judge.
وأنا بالنسبة إلي بعرف عم أشوف إنه في كمان قسم تاني من هالقصة هاي.
She is seriously disputing these allegations.
وأنت كتير عم تقرري إنك يكون عندك أخذ وعطاء بهالأشياء اللي أنت متهومة فيها.
I don't know what the victim's alleged ulterior motives may be, but I know there was a financial situation or problem which Ms. Alman and the alleged victim encountered, and I don't know as a result of that problem that these allegations arose.
إنه كل هالأشياء هالاعتداء وكل هالدعوة اللي عم تحصل هي كانت بالنسبة لأشياء مادية. أنتوا الاثنين كنتوا عم تحكوا على حاجات مادية وبعدين هالأشياء حصلت.
I did try to explain to her that
Yes.
however, considering this is domestic in nature, the court is most likely going to order no contact.
وهو شرح لك المحامي إنه المحكمة رح تطلب منك إنه ما يكون عندك أي علاقة أو صلة مع جوزك هلأ.
She did give me a phone number to one of her friends today.
هي أنت عطيتيه نمرة تليفون لصديقة إليك؟
The person that she gave me, her name was Nawal.
والامرأة يلي أنت عطيتيه تليفون نمرتها هي اسمها نوال.
I did speak to Nawal today.
أنا حكيت مع نوال اليوم.
Miss Nawal said Miss Alman can reside with her if the court imposes a no contact order with the alleged victim in the case.
وهي قالت إنك أنت تفضلي لعندها وهي اللي بتفتح لك بيتها إذا المحكمة قضت إنه ما يكون عندك أي صلة أو علاقة مع جوزك.
She lives in Lauderdale Lakes, so that's where she'll be residing during the pendency of this case.
وهي ساكنة بلاودرديل ليكس وهونيك وقتها بدك تكوني معها بالبيت لحتى نخلص من هالقضية.
Or as long as the no contact order is in place, Judge.
أو لحتى نشوف في المحكمة طلب أمر المحكمة إنه ما لازم يكون معك صلة لتخلص القضية.
Now, Nawal is going to attempt to try and help her post the monetary bond.
ونوال أيضاً حتساعدك لحتى تدفعي مصاري مشان هالكفالة.
I didn't get into the situation as far as like what Nawal does for employment, but I asked what she can afford, and she believes if the court could set a $500 bond on count one, $500 bond on count two, she could come up with a premium of 10% for the bond, Judge.
أوكي. ونوال أنا ما سألت نوال هي شو بتشتغل وشلون بتطلع المصاري، ولكن نوال قالت إنه إذا مثلاً كاونت 1 على الدرجة 1 بيطلبوا 500 والدرجة الثانية بيطلبوا 500 أيضاً، هي فيها تطلع وتدفع 10% كرمالك.
My understanding is Miss Elliman is basically indigent. Her husband controls all the financial resources or the accounts, her tax returns, everything goes through the husband, and her husband is in possession of everything, all their funds.
وبالنسبة لي بالنسبة لفهمي إنه جوزك هو يلي عنده، هو اللي معه المصاري، هو كل شيء، هو مستلم كل شيء، ما بيعطيكي شيء. هو yes.
Therefore, I'd be asking for 500 on one, 500 on two.
مشان هيك عم نسأل 500 على درجة 1 و500 للدرجة الثانية أيها القاضي.
Say that again, how much?
أولى مرة تانية.
On count one, 500 on count two.
500 على الدرجة الأولى و500 على الدرجة الثانية أيها القاضي.
All right, this is what the court's gonna do.
المحكمة قررت
$2,500 on one,
2500 على الدرجة الأولى
$500 on two, for a total of 3,000.
و500 على الدرجة الثانية وبيطلع الكل 3000.
Now, I did tell Miss Elliman that I would allow her to speak.
أنا قلت لك إنك أنت فيكي تحكي إذا هلأ بتريدي تحكي.
I don't know if there's anything that can be said to me at this point
في شيء بتريدي تقوليه للقاضي؟
that would be reflected. Hold on, ma'am. That would be
عم أهلك.
concerning the conditions of bond and her release.
والشيء اللي أنت هلأ بدك تتكلمي عليه هو بس بالنسبة للكفالة والضمان وإنك تطلعي من التوقيف محل ما إنك هلأ واقفة.
So, Mr. Romero, you might want to tell the interpreter that it's your suggestion at this point, whatever it is, whether you want to suggest that your client do or do not speak to me at this time.
وهلأ هي بتريد إنه المحامي الدفاع هو يحكي، يشوف إذا بيريدك تحكي أي شيء عن هالموضوع عن الكفالة أو لا.
Judge, at this time, it is Ms. Alman's right to speak if she wants to address the court. I can't stop her. However, I would advise her not to talk about the facts of the case.
هلأ هو بهذا الوقت ما بيقدر يوقفك عن الكلام، ولكن لازم إذا بدك تحكي أي شيء لازم بس تحكي عن الكفالة أو أنت تطلعي من الحبس اللي أنت فيه.
I will bring up one point where hopefully then this addresses her concerns, and I believe this is maybe what she's going to talk about.
Okay.
وإن شاء الله هيدا هالشيء اللي أنت لازم تحكي عليه.
At
إنه هي الشيء اللي قالت لي إياه إنه قالت إنه هي أمريكية مع الجنسية الأمريكية.
I then asked her if she was a registered voter.
بعدين سألتها إذا هي فيها تعمل تصويت.
She said no.
قالت لا.
I asked her why.
أنا سألتها ليه؟
My
لماذا؟
husband doesn't allow me.
My husband doesn't allow me. جوزي ما بيسمح لي إنه صوت.
I asked her then, do you work?
سألتها إذا بتشتغل.
She said no.
قالت لا.
I said why?
قلت لماذا؟
My husband doesn't allow me.
Your Honor, I'm going to
جوزي ما
object.
بخليني.
I'm going to object to this point. This is all information
هلا
as
هو
far as
معترض
whether she works or not, how long she's been in the country that Mr.
إنه-
Romero has already provided.
إنه هالشغلة ما أنا لازمة إنه قد إيه صار لك هون بهالمنطقة بهالبلد. هو اوريدي قالنا إنه أنت صار لك المدة يلي أنت فيها. القاضي رح تسمح
Is basically she's solely dependent on her husband.
إنه هي كتير متكلة على جوزها.
If not for this friend that said she can only afford $1,000, there would be nobody out there to try and help her out.
إنه لولا هالصديقة هاي ما في حدا برا أبدا بيقدر يساعدك إنك تطلعي لبرا. ومشان هيك لأنه هي بس فيها نوال فيها تدفع $1,000. وهيك هو عم بيقول إنه في قسمين لكل قصة.
That's all I wanted to share with the court. So I don't know if that alleviated Ms. Elliman's need to discuss further with the court.
وهالشي ما بيعرف إذا هي هالشي خلص هو حكى عنك عن الموضوع بالنسبة للكفالة والضمان.
Okay, anything further, Mr. Linder?
No, Your Honor.
لا هلا عم
This is what the court's gonna do. I am gonna set bond on count 1 at $1,500 and on count 2, $500 for a total of $2,000.
هلا المحكمة القاضي حكمت رح تنزل أول درجة ل1500 وتاني درجة ل500 وبيطلع هيك 2000.
You're to have no victim contact, direct or indirect.
ما لازم تروحي يكون معك أي صلة أو علاقة مع جوزك هلا.
With your husband in this case, with the initials IN.
مع جوزك يلي أول اسم I تاني حرف من اسمه N.
Not to possess any firearms, ammunition, or weapons,
وما لازم يكون معك أي فرد أو سلاح.
if any, and surrender them as soon as possible upon your release.
وإذا كان أنت موجود باسمك هالأشياء لازم دغري تروحي وتسلميهم لما بتطلعي هلأ.
No return to 7850 Northwest 6th Street,
ما لازم تطلعي تروحي على 7850 نورث ويست 5th ستريت 5 شارع 5
Pembroke Pines, Florida.
ببيمبروك باين فلوريدا.
Okay, state, what about contacting the appropriate, because there was a child that was involved in this?
وشو بالنسبة للطفل؟
Your Honor, and I imagine our victim advocate will be contacting Child Protective Services
Okay,
to bring to their attention.
لازم may I interpret that؟ هن حيحكوا هن رح يتكلموا مع الناس يلي بينتبهوا للعائلات بالنسبة لابنك. أوكي؟
لا بس my kids the little ones بس my kids
The little ones.
I'm not need my husband I'm not need anything أي حاجة أنا بعملها من my husband right now أنا عايزة أكون free وأحكي أي حاجة للناس.
Please, just my kids, my little ones, please. May I don't mind being away from my husband, not talking to him, no contact, just my little one.
Isn't IN her husband?
I believe so,
We're
Judge.
ordering no contact.
اوكي هي بس عم تطلب انه ما يكون عندك اتصال مع جوزك بس ابنك معلش. Shanky, thank you.
Ask is, she does have a friend, and I know you said no indirect contact. For purposes of her friend contacting the husband as far as arrangements, how to pick up the kids, because she's a stay-at-home mom, the one that takes care of the kids while the husband is working. If he's not gonna be able to work to be with the kids, he's gonna be unemployed, no rent, no money for the rent, they're all gonna be basically homeless. Can she arrange for a third party to see, okay, can the kids come while you work or something like that?
وهلا انت هلا فهمتي شو عم بيقول، انه انت ما بتشتغلي وجوزك اللي بيشتغل. بالنسبه للاطفال مين حيعتني فيهم؟ لانه اذا جوزك ما راح على الشغل ما في مصاري. مشان هيك المحامي الدفاع عم يطلب من المحكمه انه تقدري تشوفي بالنسبه لصديقتك نوال، بركي هي بتكون طريقه وسيله إلك لتشوفي تكوني مع اولادك.
All right, I'm gonna do third-party contact allowed
رح تسمح
about
انه يكون
children.
في عندك شخص ثالث بس كرمال الاطفال فقط.
So much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that doesn't mean like call, write. It's very minimal.
اوكي، ما معناتها انك تتكلمي تحكي تكتبي ابدا ابدا، بس لازم كرمال الاولاد ونوال يلي بدها تعمل الاتصال.
That's it.
That's that's it.
Good luck,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you.
guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge Malika,
Thank you.
Yes,
there's quite a few on the docket that bonded. Do you want those people now? Or you
I
wanna
wanted to
wait?
do the Spanish interpreter really fast.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Your Honor, my
appreciate it.
pleasure.
What
My
time
pleasure.
do you have to be in West Palm?
Anytime, 3 o'clock. It's okay.
Oh, okay, you'll make it. Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Raul Reyes Contreras.
Mr. Reyes,
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you swear and/or affirm to translate from Spanish to English, English to Spanish, to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Theodore Leal for the record.
Okay, spell your last name.
Leal spelled L-E-A-L.
Okay,
Judge, just a quick matter, he declined the service as a public defender, but as a friend of court, he's gonna be requesting phone order so we can contact his sister for her to call.
okay, can you do a
declarar.
phone order, Mr. Reed?
Va a aclarar entonces que va a pedir su...
Yes, Your Honor.
No va a querer el defensor público, pero va a pedir que un contacto telefónico para poder contratar a su abogado particular.
Okay, Mr. Contreras,
Señor Contreras,
you are charged with DUI, alcohol, or drugs, first offense, $500 bond.
usted se le acusa de conducir bajo los efectos de alcohol o de droga. Ahí la fianza son $500.
Court does find probable cause.
La corte determina que hay indicios de culpa.
Can you afford the $500 bond, sir?
Señor, ¿usted puede pagar los $500 de fianza?
En mi cartera traigo mi green card.
I got my green card in my wallet.
Can you afford the $500 bond, sir?
Pero puede costear esos $500 de fianza, lo puede pagar, señor. Yes.
Who's gonna pay it?
¿Quién lo va a pagar?
Puedo llamar a mi hermano, mi hija.
I can call my sister, my daughter.
Okay. All right, so $500 bond it is.
Entonces son $500 de fianza.
Hold on, is your
moment.
address 1321
La dirección suya es 131
Northeast 43rd Court, Pompano Beach?
Northeast, en Pompano Beach. Yes.
Okay, you're gonna be getting a notice in the mail, sir,
Va a recibir la notificación por correspondencia, señor.
within the next 7 to 10 days of your court date.
De 7 a 10 días antes de la fecha de comparecencia.
If you don't get one, it's your responsibility to go online and go to the browardclerk.org
Y si usted no la recibe, es responsabilidad suya ir en línea en la página de internet de Broward Clerk, que es de la Secretaría de la Corte,
or contact or come down to the courthouse
o venir en persona al tribunal. Okay.
and find out when your court date is, otherwise there's gonna be a warrant issued for your arrest if you miss court.
Y trata de averiguar cuándo es que le toca ir a la corte, de lo contrario va a haber una orden de arresto en su contra por no comparecer en la corte.
Good luck, sir.
Well, mucha suerte, señor. Thank you.
Okay, any Spanish interpreter needed at the main jail?
¿Alguien más que necesita el intérprete?
Okay, anybody at North Broward, Conti, or Paul Ryan need a Spanish interpreter, North Broward?
¿Intérprete al español?
No, ma'am, we're good.
Thank you. Conti?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Paul Ryan?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, let's call. We have a bunch of people that supposedly bonded. Let's go through the top. Dana, Danny, Sue Hammer.
North Broward, Judge.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Okay, Ms. Hammer, you have DUI alcohol, first offense, $500 bond. Count 2 and 3 are the same. DUI with damage to property or person of another, $1,000 bond each one. And count 4 is DUI unlawful blood alcohol level above a .15 or accompanied by a person 18 years of age or younger than 18 years of age. Total bond is $3,500. Does anyone have any objections to probable cause?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, court does find probable cause. Does anybody want to be heard? Mr. Reedy on the $3,500 bond?
Your Honor, I'm going to ask for pretrial release from Ms. Hammer. She is indigent.
Okay, let's see if Mr. Linder, has any objection.
I don't, as long as there is no alcohol or intoxicants in random testing.
I explained to Ms. Hammer that that could very well be a condition of pretrial release, and she's agreed to abide by that. She will have to report, as I explained to her, on Monday.
I forgot, that's right.
Yeah, on Monday, she'll have to be at the downtown office of pretrial release to sign up. And is that what you want to do, Ms. Hammer?
Yes.
You can't post a bond, right?
Okay, we're gonna release you, ma'am, but you're gonna have to go to pretrial services. You're not gonna get there in time today. You're not gonna get there in time today, ma'am, to go to pretrial services. You do have to go there by Monday by 12 noon. Right here by the courthouse. If you don't go, you're gonna have a warrant for your arrest. You're gonna have also no alcohol or intoxicants, random testing at your expense. And you're gonna call in twice a week, and they'll explain to you how to do it, and then you have to report once a month and after your hearings, okay?
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
you're
Judge.
welcome. Let me just check your address, ma'am.
She doesn't have one, Judge. But she indicated to me that she could possibly have one by the time she goes to pretrial release on Monday.
6201 Margate Boulevard? Ma'am?
Yes.
6201 Margate Boulevard, that's not your address anymore where you can get mail?
Mailing address, yes, ma'am, it's me.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, okay,
Is there
okay,
any
good.
apartment number attached to that?
No.
Okay, you're gonna be getting, a notice in the mail within the next 7 to 10 days. If you don't, you can go online to browardclerk.org or come to the courthouse. If you don't get your court date, it's your responsibility. If you miss court, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest, and you're not gonna be put on pretrial, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Good luck, Ms. Hammer.
Okay, good luck. Next person is Tidalja Said Murray, please. Okay. Hello, are you Miss Murray, ma'am?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. You have resisting without violence, $100 bond. You do have 2 KPS traffics, $250 bond and a $50 bond. That is for operating without a valid license and a temporary tag violation. What are we doing with this, folks?
Judge, she already informed me that she already spoke to her mother, and her mother spoke to the bond.
Okay, she doesn't want to try to resolve her case today?
No, Judge, I don't think so. I asked her, and she said her mom already spoke to the bond.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Lysandra Lavette Johnson, why does that name sound so familiar?
She's in North Broward, Judge. She was on medical reset for quite some time. She has 2 other counts. Count 1 is burglary. Count 2 is arson. She's being held no bond on those, and perhaps count 2 will jar the court's memory a little bit as to who Ms. Johnson is.
I remember.
I have spoken with the law office of Johnny McCrae. They have indicated to me that they have had conversations with Ms. Johnson's family, but he has not been formally retained. Our office represents her on these charges as of now. I've contacted our office, and a motion to set bond is in the works of being filed on Ms. Johnson's behalf as we speak. I would ask the court to leave the $500 bond on count 3 as it stands.
Okay, so the public defender's office, just so I'm clear on this, is presently, for purposes of today, representing Ms. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
No, well, the public defender's office is appointed on this case. Yeah, well, no, the judge was asking for the purposes today.
Well, no, I think we represent her, Judge. She's our client on counts 1 and 2.
Johnny McCrae.
No, as I said, Judge, Mr. McCrae's office indicated to me that they have not been retained as
No,
of
I
yet.
understand, of today.
Yes,
You are the public defender, Mr. Reedy, you are representing Ms. Johnson.
that is correct, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
And Ms. Johnson was arraigned on Tuesday also.
Okay, any objection to probable cause?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so is this an ad charge?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so the court will keep the bond at $500. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Good luck, Ms. Sanders. Ms. Johnson.
Okay. Okay. Next one, Frank Otis Saunders, please. Okay, hi, Mr. Saunders, how are you?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You have trespass, structure, or conveyance, sir. It's $500 bond. You didn't show up around February 5th of 2018. You do have a hearing before your division judge, Judge Lerner Wren. It's Division MT, by the way. $500 bond. Anybody want to be heard?
And through Mr. Saunders, he's wishing to resolve this case, Judge. He's not going to go back to that location. And my understanding was he self-surrendered and he realized it was a warrant out for him.
State's offered being adjudication, time served. No return to 6221 Southwest 39th Court in Davie. Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear and/or affirm to tell the truth, sir?
Yes.
All right. Frank Otis Saunders, Saunders.
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down. It's my understanding you wish to waive your right to a trial.
Yes.
Anybody forcing you to do this?
No.
Are you under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medication?
No, ma'am.
Ever been treated for a mental illness?
Yes.
Does your mental illness, don't tell me what it is, affect your ability to understand what's going on here today?
No.
Okay, how do you want to plead to trespass, structure, or conveyance? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
The court's going to accept your plea, find that it's freely and voluntarily entered. Court has reviewed the court file and finds probable cause for the plea. Adjudication, time served, $293 in court costs. You agree, sir, not to return to 6221 Southwest 39th Court, Davie, Florida? Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry, I had the button on. It's my fault.
Sir, let me ask the question again. You agree not to return to 6221 Southwest 39th Court, Davie, Florida?
Yes.
Okay, and you know if you return there, you're going to get arrested, right?
Yes, I understand.
All right, you have 30 days to appeal the sentence of the court. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed. Good luck, you're done with this case. Please don't return there, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, James DeLincoln Lewis.
He's approaching, Judge. Yeah, me.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, how are you, sir?
Fine, and yourself, ma'am?
Fine, thanks. You have unlawful use of false name, $500 bond, driving while license is suspended, $500 bond. You do have a civil writ of arrest, $600, and another civil writ of arrest, $515. So for the writ of arrest, which are really not for magistrate, or not for magistrate, it's $1,115. And the two capiases are $1,000. You are going before your division judge, Judge Robert Diaz, May 10th, 2018, and that is this coming Thursday at 11 a.m. on the two capias misdemeanors. Does anybody wish to be heard on the first two?
Yes, Judge. And speaking of Mr. Lewis, we should ask the court if you would consider resolving count 1 and 2. And also, he did talk to me a little bit as far as count 3 and 4. I do advise him, unfortunately, it's not the magistrate, but from what he's telling me that that's a mistake, he should have no pending issues related to child support. He wanted me to inform the court and make known his position.
Okay, he'll probably be taken before his division judge within the next 48 hours in his family division. That'll probably be by Tuesday or Wednesday, okay? Unless you bond out, then it gets paid. Okay, all right, State, what's your, position on counts 1 and 2?
State's offered being adjudication time served on both counts. This would be a second within the 5-year period on the DWLS.
Let me explain the issue with the driver's license check. Hold on.
Sheila. Sheila. De La Zoo. Right.
Okay, sir, raise your right hand. Do you swear and or affirm to tell the truth? Okay, your name's James Lewis, Lewis?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. It's my understanding you wish to waive your right to a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody forcing you to do this?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No, ma'am.
Ever been treated for a mental illness that would affect your ability to understand what's going on here today?
No, ma'am.
All right, you understand that if you get 3 convictions, and my understanding is this is your second for driving while license is suspended. If you get 3 convictions within 5 years, the Driver's License Bureau will revoke your license as a habitual offender. Do you understand that? All right, so this could be your 3rd in 5 years and make you a habitual offender and suspend your license for 5 years. And considering that, you still want to go forward today and resolve your cases? Okay, how do you wish to plead to unlawful use of false name and driving while license is suspended? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, the court is going to accept your plea, find that's freely and voluntarily entered, sir. Court is going to adjudicate in time, serve you on each one, $293 in court costs. You have 30 days to appeal the sentence of the court. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed. Good luck to you, sir, okay? Christian Barry Lazouk.
Bond again?
Okay, Lee Eddie Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, come on up, please. Take the picture, Judge.
Sheila, if you give the names to Michelle, she will pull them. Okay, Mr. Lee Eddie Thomas. How are you today, sir?
All right, ma'am.
All right, sir. You have count 1, larceny, lost or delivered by mistake, credit card, $100 bond. Count 2, petty theft, 2nd degree, first offense, $25. Possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond. Counts 4 and 5 are possession of drug paraphernalia, possess and or use, $100 bond on each one. Count 6 is resisting an officer without violence, $100 bond. Count 7 is resisting an officer with violence. We need to talk about bond. Court does find probable cause unless I hear an objection. Anybody wish to be heard with regard to bond? I'll let the state go first.
Judge, it appears that the cocaine charge is actually paraphernalia. I believe it's 2 pipes that the officer claims to have found on Mr. Thomas's person.
Okay,
So I would ask the court to keep in mind the fact that there's a very strong likelihood this charge will be filed as a drug paraphernalia charge, which would be either count 4 or count 5, or possibly even both of them.
okay. So any objection at this point to probable cause?
I know the officer says that Mr. Thomas was resisting, and he says that he continued to resist in the process of attempting to search him.
We're not on the drugs, we're on something else.
Oh, no, now we're on resisting with violence.
Okay.
Sorry, Judge.
That's all right.
He says his right hand and wrist were injured. He doesn't say how they were injured, only that Mr. Thomas resisted. But it doesn't say resisted with violence. It doesn't say what the nature of the injuries were, what type of treatment was required. I just find the language very vague to support a felony allegation.
It says it was the wrist and hand were injured while attempting to search him, and it mentions that there's physical resistance while the search is being conducted. Clearly, it wasn't a resisting that from running away or refusing to stand up or something like that. It was a physical resistance that caused the injury to the officer.
But the officer could have tripped over a rock or something.
And it says while conducting the search, Your Honor.
Yes, but it doesn't say that Mr. Thomas was responsible for the infliction of the injury.
You know what, I agree with him.
It said, while attempting to search the defendant, he began to pull away from me, attempting to stop me from entering his pockets. It was his resisting, not tripping over a rock. Because that's where it says, in the process of attempting to search the defendant, then my right hand and wrist was injured. So it's pretty clear while trying to search his pockets.
I don't see it as very clear at all.
To get on his knees, on the ground, so that I can conduct a thorough search of his person.
It's,
While on the ground, I'm just reading. While on the ground, the defendant continued to resist my efforts. In the process of attempting to search the defendant, my right hand and wrist was injured. I mean, I'll find probable cause and I'll take it into account.
Very well, Judge.
All right, go ahead, State.
if we're on the bond now, the
Yes,
defendant's.
we are. Court finds probable cause.
No, I don't know if the defense has a request, or
You have
because
to set it, you have to ask for 7. There's no
I
bond.
thought, okay,
What are you asking for bond on?
$500, Judge. He has a lengthy criminal history. Felony theft, 2016, trespass, 364 days. Felony theft, 2016, 364 days. Felony theft, 2016, 364 days. Felony theft, 2014, 240 days. Theft, 2014. Unlawful use of false name ID, 2014. Resisting without violence, 2014. Possession of cocaine, 2010. Possession of cocaine, 2008. He's-
In seeing Mr. Thomas, unfortunately, there's nobody that's gonna be able to post the bond. It's not working with 50 years old. He lives with his mother. His mother's 72 years old. She's on disability. No one's gonna be able to post the monetary bond. Mr. Thomas is asking the court to consider releasing him on trial.
This is address 3680 Southwest 8th Court, Fort Lauderdale.
What was the address?
3860 Northwest 8th Court, Lauderhill.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Judge that.
This is what the court's gonna do. $100 on 1, $25 on 2, $100 on 3, 4, 5, and 6 are 100, 7 is 500. Standard pretrial release. He's to report by Monday, 12 noon. Thank you. John Aurelio Perez. Ryan Lamar Gaynor. Garvin Marcus Smith.
Bond posted.
Hendrick Brown Collins.
North Broward, I believe.
No bond posted.
Yeah.
Collins, no, Judge. He has a no bond hold. He's in North Broward.
No, I was saying it as a joke to Sheila, because she kept saying bond posted, bond posted. Okay. All right, are you Mr. Kendrick Collins, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good afternoon. You have count 1 DUI, alcohol or drugs, first offense, $500 bond. Count 2, you do have a violation of probation. You are gonna be held no bond. You are going before your division judge, Judge Ernest Kalra, on May 8th, which is this Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Anybody wish to be heard on probable cause?
No, Judge, the only thing I would state is, I explained to Mr. Collins that this court can't do anything about the no bond hold. I'd ask the court to leave the bond in place on count 1. I did speak with Mr. Collins' mother earlier today. She wants Mr. Collins to know that the family is working on getting your truck. Okay? All right, good luck, Mr. Collins.
All right, so Mr. Collins, $499, Judge Ernest Kalra, May 8th, okay? Thank you, good luck to you. All right, Villa Dion Canteen.
Mr. President, Judge, I mean.
Okay, Mr. Canteen, hello, you have a possession of amphetamine, $1,000. Count 2 is no tag light, that's a civil traffic infraction, it's not even for a magistrate court. And count 3 is no bond attached to it, so it's essentially an ROR, which is misuse of a temporary tag to avoid a registered vehicle. Court does find probable cause unless I hear some objection. Anybody want to be heard with regard to $1,000?
From what Mr. Pantino advised me, Judge, he gave me the phone number of his cousin. I intend on calling his cousin. He said his cousin should have no problem with closing the phone.
Okay, let me just verify his address. 421 Northwest 42nd Court, number 110, Pompano Beach.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if your address changes, you have to notify the clerk of court and your attorney in writing with your case number. Otherwise, if you miss court, you're gonna get a warrant for your arrest, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, have a good weekend. Kelvin Lanier, please.
Mr. Lanier?
Okay. Hello, Mr. Lanier, how are you today?
How are you doing today, ma'am?
Fine, thanks. You have possession with intent to sell, manufacture, or deliver cannabis, $1,000 bond. Count 2 is possession of cannabis over 20 grams, $1,000 bond. Count 3, resisting an officer or obstructing without violence, $100 bond. Count 4, flee or attempting to elude a law enforcement officer, $1,000 bond. Count 5, failure to register a motor vehicle, $25 bond. Count 6 is a capious felony, no bond hold, it's not for magistrates, you are gonna be held no bond. I don't know when your court date is, but I'll check on it in a second. Count 7 is a capious misdemeanor, I don't know when your court date is, you have $1,000 bond on that. Count 8 is accident, unattended vehicle, property without leaving ID. Any objection to probable cause?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the court does find probable cause, anybody wish to be heard?
Judge, considering he has a no bond hold, I did look up in the system. The Office of the Public Defender does represent him on that case, so I'll be contacting his attorney to try and get him a court date as soon as possible to get that no bond hold.
Yeah, because there's no court date. It was in front of Judge Port. That was a no-show at a status on January 29, 2018 for possession of Hydra something, I can't read it. And then the capious gambling for money, $1,000 bond. Okay. Yep, $1,000 bond on that, April 25th, 2018, it was signed. Okay. So let me do this. I do want to change the bond, so you want to leave everything as is? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because I don't want the court to RO him, and for some reason, when he goes before the judge, he doesn't release him, and then he's not getting credit, Judge.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. On count 1, $9.99. Count 2, $9.99. Count 3, do you care if I give $1 state resisting without?
Whatever Your Honor wants to do, he's not going
Okay,
anywhere.
$1 on 3. Count
We still
4
don't
is
have it that many
$9.99.
for a third day in a row.
Count 5 is $1.
That's the guy.
And count 7, the capious, is $9.99. Okay? Would you like me to say that again, Sheila? Okay. So 8, 5, and 3. 3, 5, and 8 are $1.
I'll find something else.
Okay? 3, 5, and 8 are $1. Got it, Sheila? Okay, thank you. All right, Dominic Jaya Akinpulu?
Bond posted. His bond was posted.
Your bond's posted.
Yes, how you doing there now?
Good, let me check your address, hold on. I want to make sure you get your court dates. 1851 Northwest 56th Street, apartment B.
1851 Northeast 56th Street, apartment B, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 22308.
Okay, so clerk, please, and then, hold on one second. It's amazing how I find this. Okay, it's Northeast 56th Street.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right, God bless you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Madam Clerk, I put it on there, see if that's okay. All right, so this guy bonded. Who else do we have left? Let's go to,
Judge, I mean, we're done.
have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Judge.
See you Monday, brother.
Novicia Sergeant. Paul Ryan.
Yes, I have my address now.
All right, so you have a touch or strike battery.
Yes, ma'am. I have my sister's address with you.
Okay, hold on one moment. Glad you have it. Hold on, can we pull up this case? Do we remember, what were we doing with this case?
It was, we weren't doing anything. You said $1,000 bond plus pretrial. This
She has
is,
her sister's address now.
there was never an issue about her address at the first appearance. It was bond plus pretrial. It wasn't pending verification or anything.
I can't pay the bond. I was trying to see if I can get it on.
Who put her on?
No, no,
No, who put her on today's docket?
pretrial just pursuant to the administrative order. She is eligible for a second look, but,
Okay, so we're here for a second look
Yeah.
on the $1,000 bond.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't understand that. I
Yeah.
thought you were saying there's nothing here to do.
No, I was just saying that there was nothing, there wasn't anything from the first appearance. I was like, if this is satisfied, then.
I thought she was
Anybody
saying
have
who
the
put on
probable
pretrial.
cause affidavit or anything?
One moment.
Here you go.
Just give me the file, I won't, thank you. Thank you, Sheila, appreciate.
No problem.
You're always prepared. Obviously, okay, Mr. Reedy, I'll let you go first.
Ms. Sergeant, are you going to be able to bond out?
No, sir.
Is there anybody I can call for you to come and get you?
No, sir.
Where would you be living if you were released?
At 7430 Southwest 10th South Street in North Lauderdale.
And who lives at that location?
My sister.
Have you spoken with your sister?
No, sir.
And how do you know you can stay there?
I mean, I can say that I've been staying there all my life.
Okay. And,
That's my older sister. Her name is Tamara Butterfield.
okay. And you have no money? You don't know anybody with any money?
Nobody will know her.
So you're not going to be able to make that bond?
Mr. Linder is wanting
Well,
to say something.
I remember now why Your Honor said a bond plus pretrial. Her case that she just, a PVP case, there were multiple felony cases she just resolved. The reason she was in custody earlier this year is she was on pretrial. She violated pretrial by removing her GPS monitor. It was found in a garbage can.
Well, that's not good, Mr. Reedy.
No, that's a very helpful fact from Ms. Sargent. I'm sure, however, she may have learned from the error of her ways. If the judge was to put you on pretrial release, Ms. Sargent, with a monitor, you can't cut it off and throw it in the garbage.
Well, did she have to pay restitution?
No, well, she wasn't charged with cutting the monitor, it was just drug charges. But one could argue if she learned the lesson of her ways, we wouldn't necessarily be here today on a second look for a battery case.
I don't remember the facts of this case. Who is the alleged victim? What's her connection to her? Don't say.
Doesn't appear to be any connection. This appears to be random, which is a little more concerning, and the victim had facial injuries from allegedly getting struck and scratched by Miss Sargent.
It's either pretrial release or she stays in jail on this misdemeanor, Judge.
I mean, for a living. What is she gonna want?
She says she's gonna live with her sister, and she has the address.
I will stay with my sister.
But what is she gonna do all day? I'm just.
Do you
What is she
work?
gonna have in her report once a week?
No, sir.
She'll be willing to report once a week, I'm sure, Judge.
If you don't, you know what's gonna happen, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am, I know, I understand, I'll go back to jail.
And you think the judge is gonna do, your division judge is gonna do a no bond hold? All right,
not-
well,
no,
it's
no,
up
this
to you.
isn't-
Go ahead,
Okay.
Mr. Linder.
No, I
Go
mean,
ahead. You want a GPS or pretrial report once a week?
if you're gonna put her on pretrial, then might as well put her on a GPS. Do I
Okay,
foresee the same thing happening? Probably. See, of course not.
No.
Let's not ask for too much, Miss Sargent. Let's focus on getting you out of jail. It's just, you can address that with your judge when you go to court, okay? But for now, just deal with it.
AROR. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, we have to change her address.
What's your new address, ma'am?
You're gonna have to do an order changing it, just write it.
Miss Sargent?
77433 Southwest 10,
Are you writing this? Write it down on an order and I'll stamp it.
All
I
right.
have my stamp.
What do you want me to
Like
put on
we
the
left
order,
your stamp.
Judge?
Put her address.
Okay, the defendant's new address is?
No, I have a stamp for that.
Oh, okay. All right, you just want a blank order then?
I want an order with an address filled out. You know, like her, the style of the case filled out.
Okay. What's your address, ma'am?
7433 Southwest
Willie.
Street.
Southwest 10th Street?
Yes, Southwest,
That's in Pompano,
no, that's in
Lend that to him.
North Lauderdale. Is there an apartment number?
7433.
Is there an apartment number there? Okay. Okay. Yeah, and you can stay out if you keep your ankle monitor on. Okay?
She's not necessarily getting out today.
Well, you'll get out as soon as they can get a monitor for you.
Well, no, they got to make sure where her sister lives and that her sister's okay with her living there, and can't just release her.
Does your sister have a number?
But
Well, hopefully she's gonna be home because they have to verify her address. All right, I want you, Mr. Reedy, write this name down, and if she's not out by Monday, I'm gonna have her on the Monday docket. And then I'm gonna put her on standard pretrial, because I'm not keeping her in jail on a misdemeanor like this. Mr. Linder, you can laugh. If she-
I'm not. No, I'm not, Your Honor. I'm not laughing. It's just concerning that there's more aggravating factors. She's more of a risk not to show up, but because she has so basically, because there's less confidence in that she actually has somewhere to stay, the conditions become less restrictive. That's concerning, Your Honor, for someone that has a history, not just not complying with pretrial, but cutting her monitor off and throwing it in a garbage can, and then within a couple months back for committing an act of violence against someone. I think at some point the concern for the safety of the community is greater than getting Ms. Sargent out of custody.
All right, thank you. All right, Chantel Wheeler, thank you.
Your Honor, just to add on the last client,
Hold on, Miss Sergeant,
I don't know if you wanted to
are you
add,
talking about?
the sergeant, last time you put no contact.
Yeah, ma'am, there's no victim contact that's gonna stay in with RAL. If you go anywhere near her, you're gonna be violated, you understand?
Yes,
That means no calling, texting, writing, nothing. Nothing on social media, no contact with third parties, okay?
okay,
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
thank you.
You're welcome. Chantel Wheeler, please.
It's Leah Francis, Sentinel Francois.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just have Chantel Wheeler, but that's okay. Miss Francois, you're saying?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Miss Francois, you are here for a second look. Let's talk about this case. It says she's been in 62 days. Is that correct?
Well, not just on this, I don't, well,
Excuse me, Mr. Walker?
Your Honor, she has out-of-state holds. She was arrested on a corruption by threat, so there are other things holding her. She's got, someone put her on ROR to pretrial GPS, but she's not going anywhere because she's got an out-of-state hold.
Is she a sister?
And Chantel Francois. So, and frankly, I don't know what the out-of-state holds are about.
Her out-of-state hold is out of Georgia jail for printing, executing, negotiating checks.
What I meant is, I don't know if it's,
There's nothing filed on this case. Go up, Michelle. Let me.
no, it's
The
filed.
case is filed. Some of the charges was already no info, and then she still has pending the resist, the possession,
So what's
and
left,
petty
what's
theft.
left here with this case?
The case was downfiled to a misdemeanor. Petty theft, possession of cannabis, and resist.
It hasn't been updated in Odyssey yet, Your Honor, but but we have filed it. We filed it as a resisting without violence, possession of cannabis, petty theft.
Tanya, Tanya,
Yes.
pretrial. One pretrial.
So the only thing holding her is this case, and then she's gonna go up to Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah,
But when she
takes
was
care of this case.
arrested, it was for this as well, right?
I don't know
She
what
has
this,
34 days credit.
yes.
Make a copy of that, bring it to this folder. Make a copy of that. Okay? All right, ma'am, we're gonna get you before your division judge. Good luck to you. Does she wanna resolve the case today, Ken?
And that's
what I was going to ask.
and that's what I was getting at. I don't know what her case at Georgia's about.
We don't know if it's a violation of probation or parole or,
Who knows? And
Well, we can always allow her to withdraw her plea if it affects her case.
Sure.
Here you go. Thank you. Bye.
So I'm able to resolve it today?
do you want to resolve it today, Ms. Wheeler?
it's, Your Honor, and just, I'm putting on the record, it's one thing to allow with someone to withdraw their plea when their probation is in Broward. I don't know if it's gonna work exactly like that if she gets brought to Georgia right away. And,
says
but
it's-
I'm,
Resolves that one, she's gonna have to come back here, so
I'm just bringing this up so
probably not
Miss.
gonna be able to do it.
I'm bringing this up so Ms. Francois can be advised, because the court's just saying simply, well, if it's a probation, I'll allow you to withdraw. It may not work out that way, as simple as
You're
that.
absolutely right.
Well, the other thing, Judge, I don't know that George is going to come and get her until these charges are resolved.
Gonna have to
So she's
resolve
going to
it
be
anyway.
sitting in jail on a couple of misdemeanors that she's ROR'd on, waiting for that to get taken care of, when that could be taken care of now. I mean, I think, is this Miss Wheeler?
It's Wheeler Francois, my maiden name is Wheeler.
Oh, okay, because I have Chantel Wheeler
You
here.
have up in,
What do you have in Georgia, Chantel?
I have executing checks, executing a part, printing or something like
is that a violation of probation, or is that the initial charge?
That's the initial charge. I don't have probation, period. Probation, no parole.
Okay,
If you resolve these charges here today, that could come up in the Georgia courtroom. Do you understand what I'm saying? And one of these is a theft.
Yes, I understand.
I mean, it's,
If I don't resolve it today, I won't have a chance for Georgia to come and get me. And I've been sitting here 62 days.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
what's your offer, State? Let's let her hear it, maybe she doesn't wanna hear it.
I'd offer a withhold on the cannabis, but time served on the other 2 counts. Resisting without violence and theft.
All right, ma'am, if you want to give up your right to a trial by jury and enter a plea of no contest, there would be no conviction on the marijuana charge, but you would be convicted of petty theft and resisting arrest without violence, and your sentence would be the time you've already served. That would allow Georgia to come get you, but there could be consequences in Georgia based on you taking a plea today. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Do you want to accept the plea or not?
I want to accept the plea.
All right.
You went to extradition court, right?
Yes, ma'am, on the 13th.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you swear and/or affirm to tell the truth?
March.
Do you swear and/or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down. Is your name Chantel Wheeler, Wheeler?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I don't want to be wrong in that situation. My name is Chantel Wheeler, but my name is Chantel Francois because I've been married for 9 years.
That's fine, that's fine.
Okay, okay.
All right, so it's my understanding you wish to waive your right to a trial,
Yes, ma'am.
meaning you don't want a trial, you want to admit to the charges today.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody forcing you to do this?
No, ma'am.
You under the influence of any alcohol or drugs?
No, ma'am.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea to this charge could result in deportation proceedings against you and affect your ability to remain in the United States? Ever been treated for a mental illness?
No, ma'am.
Are you on any medications at this time?
Yes, ma'am. I take it.
Okay, don't tell me what your meds are. Does your meds affect your ability to understand what's going on here today?
Oh, no. No.
Okay, how do you wish to plead to resisting or obstructing without violence, possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, and petty theft? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, the court's going to adjudicate you on the resisting and petty theft. Impose court costs on count 1, the resisting, of $293. The court is going to withhold adjudication on count 2, which is the possession of marijuana under 20 grams. So that's $293 in court costs. I'll give her 6 months to pay. You have 30 days to appeal the sentence of the court. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Good luck in Georgia.
Adjudication and time served.
So I'm eligible for Georgia to come and get me now?
Today's day 1.
Today is day 1. All right, good luck, ma'am.
They have 30 days to come and get you. If they don't pick you up, but let me tell you, this is what I tell, and if I had you in extradition court, if they don't pick you up today, if they don't pick you up and they release you, you can still keep getting arrested, so you might as well go to Georgia and deal with it and get it over with. Okay? Good luck to you. Remember today, today's day 1. And the weekends count and the holidays too, okay? Bye-bye. Okay. All right, so Christopher Engdahl.
North Broward.
Okay, Mr. Engdahl, how are you, sir? Good.
Judge, we reset Mr. Engel from earlier in the week. He has, I think, 5 charges total. We were hoping, and Mr. Engel had indicated to me, that if we reset him off till this afternoon, he would be able to come up with an address where he would be staying. Based on my conversation with him earlier this afternoon, he indicated he can stay with his sister.
Okay, good.
I have had numerous conversations with Mr. Engel's sister about him, and I know she's very concerned about him, and I think it would be a really good place for him to go. So I would ask the court to consider releasing Mr. Engel on pretrial release. He can check in upon his release from the jail. but his sister lives in what city that begins with an S, is it again, Mr. Engel? Sebastian. It's about a 2-hour drive.
This is count 5 of KPS traffic.
Well, there's more than that, Your Honor. There's some things going on that you weren't aware of. Your Honor,
Well, just let me tell you, on this one, I have an ROR,
that's fine.
because he was in custody on the day of his arraignment.
Yeah, there's other issues.
Okay, so tell me about 1, 2,
Okay.
3, and 4.
Your Honor, you may recall, you had Mr. Engel you placed him on pretrial on a criminal mischief. He was at a convenience store. They didn't want him drinking there. He got upset, took his cane, broke the front window of the door.
Sir, don't respond. It's just what the allegations are. It's not your trial date. Just let him talk, okay?
You placed him on pretrial. He then came back before you for another criminal mischief when he allegedly went to a bar. He was getting intoxicated. They didn't want him drinking there. He got upset. He destroyed some of their property at the bar. You placed him on pretrial again. Then while he was out, he got arrested for a battery. He came before Judge Benson while you were out, Your Honor. And at that point, she revoked his pretrial release on the other 2 criminal mischiefs and this case, and I believe he set bond at $250 on all charges. So it's
Well, 1, 2, and 3, or just 3?
one moment, Your Honor. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because he also had, one of the criminal mischiefs also had a disorderly conduct. So it's 250 on the new battery, 250 on one of the criminal mischiefs that he was on pretrial, and 250 and 250 on a criminal
So
mischief.
250, 250,
250,
okay.
1,000.
And pretrial.
No, it was just a $1,000 bond
for all.
total, yes. Your Honor, at some point, I mean, you know, it's fool me once, Your Honor. This is now the 3rd time he has been arrested, and it's being suggested, we'll just keep giving him pretrial. And the problem is, we're not talking about that he just gets a trespass, or a drug possession, or even a disorderly conduct. Every single case he's had, there's been a victim. 1 battery, 2 criminal mischiefs. Now, I can tell you, the public defender has filed a motion to have his bond modified or reviewed by, I believe, Judge Diaz. And they filed and they gave the state a copy of the motion. So the state could possibly, if we so choose, reach out to either the owner of the bar, or the owner of the convenience store, or the victim of the battery, if they so choose to be present to address the matter. But to bring this up again in first appearance, I understand that there's jail population issue, and I understand that the court does not favor holding someone in custody on charges like this, but there also has to be the other end of the spectrum, that at a certain point, we can't just keep looking the other way and pretending that these things aren't happening.
Is that what you're saying? I'm looking the other way?
I said, no,
And I'm letting people out because I'm concerned about the jail population?
Your Honor, what I'm suggesting is that to just put him on pretrial again after he's violated twice,
Okay,
that would be looking the other way. I do believe that would be. Because how can we not believe that he's not gonna violate pretrial again when he's violated within the past, very recently, he's already violated twice by committing new law offenses that all involve the same type of issues.
Judge, in reviewing my notes of Mr. Engel's file, I was reminded that you have also spoken with his sister. She was on speakerphone here in the courtroom when Mr. Engel was here on a prior occasion. At that point in time, my understanding.
I don't remember enlighten me.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you what my notes say.
Go ahead. My JA remembers, she said his sister's a nurse.
Says, Sister Jeannie was on the speakerphone at magistrate hearing, advised the judge she is concerned about her brother's well-being and wants to get him help.
Now I remember.
Gave her Kristen Collins' number, who's the public defender representing Mr. Engel, and advised her to call in a couple of days.
Okay.
He doesn't have any finances, Judge. He doesn't have any
He
money.
doesn't want a bond amount at all?
That I don't know. I haven't spoken to his sister this week, so I don't know what her position is on that.
Call the sister and ask her if she can afford a bond.
All right, I can call her right now if you like, Judge.
Oh, I'll wait. Mr. Linder thinks it would be better for the $250 each one, $1,000 bond, no pretrial?
At this point, I'm asking that the conditions that Judge Benson, when she was here, when the matter came up, believed to be appropriate, be kept in place. And that, other than that,
That was on what charge?
well, it was the battery, but also the pretrial sought to have his pretrial revoked. She signed the order, set the bonds on on those two cases.
So you're saying a $250 on each one?
Yes. And aside from that, the only other modification at this point should be pursuant to, if Judge Diaz believes it's appropriate, as the public defender has filed an actual formal motion to be heard before him. The well,
The one in front of Judge Diaz, I'd like to know the case.
they all are. One moment, Your Honor.
This is the one the motion's filed in all of them?
I think it's been filed in all of them. The battery is 183752 MM10A. The criminal mischief by itself is 183133 MM10A.
I just want to get a copy of the motion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll print out a copy for the court. There's not really a lot there. No, I'm printing out, oh, unless you have it, I'm printing out right now.
That's all right, I just wanted a copy of the one motion, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it's a $250 bond.
And it's the same motion for the other cases, Your Honor.
Okay, so it's $1,000 bond total. Mr. Reedy?
Yes, Your Honor. I left a message for Mr. Engel's sister. She did not answer the phone. She has my cell number. She has the phone right here on this desk. I don't know when she's going to get that message to respond back.
Is that her cell or work, you said?
I think it's her cell.
Okay.
Yeah, she works on a computer as a nurse during the day.
All right, so maybe give her a couple minutes, and
Okay.
we can try her right back. Okay, sir, have a seat, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's see, who else do we have? Anybody?
Christopher Henry?
Okay. Christopher Henry, he's at Conti. Hello, sir, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Information has been filed.
All right, sir, your attorney filed a motion because the state hadn't filed formal charges, but now they have. So, I'm gonna have to deny their motion to release you on your own recognizance. Tell me, state, what,
It was filed as presented, possession of cocaine, domestic violence battery, misdemeanor possession of cannabis, possession of drug paraphernalia. He's being held no bond. The case was originally in drug court. It's being transferred to Judge Cohen.
okay, no bond on what?
All counts. He was on pretrial. There was a warrant was prepared by pretrial for Judge Tobin Singer, alleging that he violated the no victim contact conditions and went too close to the victim's home. She signed a violation of pretrial warrant holding him no bond.
Okay, so does anybody know when he's going?
The charge was filed yesterday. I don't believe he has an arraignment date. He doesn't have an arraignment date scheduled yet because we had to file we filed the transfer order Now the clerk will have to set an arraignment before Judge Cohen.
All right, so sir, you should be going before, you're going before a new judge, Jeffrey Cohen?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna go before Judge Jeffrey Cohen. So, should be getting a court date in the next 2 weeks, okay?
Is there a way I can be released on, like, real estate my police trial? Because I have 4 children at home, and I'm the only person with a job.
All right, well, unfortunately, I'm not the judge for that. You violated your pretrial. And the judge that signed the violation was your division judge at the time. And I can't touch that bond, so you're gonna be held no bond. But you're more than welcome to contact and reach out to your public defender or your private attorney, whichever one you have, and ask them to set a motion before your new division judge, Judge Cohen, okay?
So,
All we're here today on, unfortunately, sir, is whether the state filed formal charges. That's all today is. I know it's frustrating. Reach out to your public defender, okay? All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Trace Hemphill.
Maine didn't bring him again, Your Honor.
Kidding me.
What was this?
Tracy Hemphill.
What was this for?
I don't even know, Your Honor. It started out as a motion to release. The state has filed an information.
Uh-huh.
No, they haven't scheduled an arraignment yet. And somehow it turned into a second look. I know.
So what are we here for today on this charge? Thank you at Conti.
I guess it would be called a second look. All I can tell you is it originally started out as,
So is
whether
it
we filed an
because they
information.
didn't bring them and we have to tell him that you filed formal charges?
no, he knows. He knows. It came through. He was here. Your Honor, what happened was, it was just here for a motion release. He was advised the charge was filed. Then,
You said they didn't bring them though.
they didn't bring him today. Originally, he was brought.
Okay.
And then it turned into, what's your bond? Why haven't you bond out? This, that, and another
Pull
thing.
up this case for a moment, Michelle.
That's why yesterday, we reset it. He wasn't here yesterday. That's why, but I wanted to bring some additional information to the court's attention.
I don't remember, Eric.
No, I know. I understand. That's,
No, it's right now. Ivy.
after I brought it to her. That was the original 30-day. Yeah, that was the original 30-day motion. And he was present. And advised that the state has filed information. Matter of fact, the jail received the paperwork, because we didn't file all the charges. The jail updated the bonds. So his bonds that he's being held on right now are appropriate as per the charges that the state filed.
So we'll delete him from the docket.
Yeah, our office has been appointed to represent him, Judge. He has an assistant public defender assigned to his case. So he's not going to fall through the cracks.
Well, I'll check in on it. I'll look at it more this weekend.
I think that leaves us just with Mr. Engel.
try the sister again.
There's no second looks from this. Show y'all the flat and everything.
Yeah, I know. But there are some motions to release.
Hi, Gene. Brian Reedy again, just trying to reach you in reference to Christopher's case. We're pretty well done with court this morning, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but I will let you know. All right, I left another message for her, Judge. She is not answering the phone, and Mr. Engel is in North Broward.
Okay, bring back Mr. Engel, please. Mr. Engel. North Broward, is anybody there? They've given up on us.
No, I see someone there on the side. Yeah, I see legs, I believe.
I can't see.
That's what I was thinking. I'd feel better if I had a chance to speak to his sister.
Okay, Mr. Engdahl, your sister's not picking up. I don't know if you have the availability of trying to get a hold of her this weekend.
I will.
But ask her if, you can make a
I'm
200.
on 23 hours a day in my job, I'm only out in the shower and do my wound care. So you have 12 days of it. I'm gonna show back up to the court. I mean, I've been hit by a car and I'm supposed to see a neurologist, which may be why some of this is happening, I don't
Sir,
know, but I don't
sir.
deserve this.
I'm not saying you deserve it or you don't deserve it, sir. I'm saying we're gonna wait till Monday. Just have to be a little bit patient. Your sister knows Mr. Reedy's number, the public defender. She's not picking up. We've tried her twice. Can I get a deputy at North Broward?
Oh, what are we gonna call it?
Hold on. Can you, I don't know if you're gonna be here this weekend, but is there any way you can let Mr. Engdahl call his sister, try her a couple times, she is a nurse, this weekend to see if, he's just gonna ask her if she can pay $200 towards his bond and bond him out with the bondsman.
Now, I don't volunteer, I'm not sure if they will, reach Sebastian. No, she got a local number. It's a local number? Yeah. It's a local number. And they moved me to a cell where they let me out a little bit. I'll bring it down.
All right, thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend. Sir, we're gonna reset you for Monday afternoon. We won't forget about you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
See you
try to
Monday,
relax
Chris.
And have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right.
He's on his order,
Okay, court's in recess.